My name is Anonymous. My father died when I was 12. My mother used to sell vet cooks by the tax rank. We grew up poor, not even cute type of poor, the real one. Shoes with wire, eating once a day, getting laughed at in school. I promised myself one day I'll be rich. I don't care how. I tried normal life. I worked at Checkers, tried taxi driving. I even went to Joburg to hustle in the CBD, selling pirated DVDs and later vapes. Nothing worked. Then I met my friend, a childhood friend, who now owned 2 trucks and was building a house somewhere in Johannesburg. He told me, if you are tired of poverty, I know a man in Zambia, but you must have courage. I said yes without even thinking. My friend gave me 5,000 rands and a number. Just call this guy when you cross into Zambia. I boarded a Zimbabwean cross-border bus from Park Station to Lusaka, pretending I was going for business. The man I called only said, Ndikuvomera, I accept you, but no turning back. At 1 a.m. in a rural part of Chongwe, I was taken by a boy who spoke no English. We walked for hours into deep bush. The air felt heavy. I couldn't breathe properly. I wanted to turn back, but I knew what I wanted: money, power, no more suffering. We arrived at a compound with no roof, just walls and smoke. Inside was a very old woman and a pit with a snake. It was greenish, black, thick, and it hissed like something from hell. The old woman said in broken Zulu, "This one does not drink blood. This one eats eggs, raw eggs, daily at 3 a.m. I was told to kneel naked. My tongue was slit with a blade and blood was dripped into a clay pot. Then the snake slithered to me. I was frozen. The old woman said, "You must take it inside your soul. If you scream, you will die." They placed it on my back. It crawled around my waist, into my trousers, into my behind. I fainted. I woke up with a boiled egg all around me and my stomach swollen like I was pregnant. The old woman said, "You now carry it. It lives in your spirit. You will feed it eggs every night before 3 a.m. Never miss. Never talk about it." Then I said, it was okay. Never sleep with a woman who eats garlic. I nodded like a slave, and just like that, I had entered Ugutwala. The moment I crossed back into South Africa, everything changed. I opened a fast food outlet in Nelspruit. It boomed in 3 weeks. People were buying food like they were cursed. Even stale chips were selling. Someone randomly gave me 45,000 in a petrol station. I don't know why, he said, but I feel you must have it. I bought a car, a Mazda X5, a Mazda CX5, then a Mercedes C200, then a double story in Midrand. People called me the rich guy. I started wearing all white, always with black glasses, but behind the sunglasses, I wasn't sleeping. Every day at 3 a.m., the eggs had to be ready. I couldn't skip even one night. It would appear under the bed, slithering, waiting. I would hear it whisper in my head, "Give me the eggs." It didn't speak like a voice, it was a vibration in my spine. If I delayed, it would make my ears bleed. If I tried to sleep early, it would crawl into my dreams and choke me. My girlfriend Anonymous once tried to surprise me by sleeping over without telling me. At 3 a.m., she screamed like a mad person. She said she felt something called enter the womb. She said she felt something called enter her womb. She bled for 4 days. I told her she was hallucinating, but I knew. She ate garlic. My cousin visited me. We parted and I forgot to feed the snake. He died the next day in a car crash. His stomach burst open. Inside, there were raw eggs, yolk. The sangoma I went to said, "You broke the contract. That thing doesn't care who dies as long as it eats." I started losing weight. My eyes changed. I couldn't see myself in mirrors. I spoke to my friend, the one who introduced me. He just said, "Now you understand, it's never free. The snake chooses who to spare." We hung himself 2 days later. He hung himself 2 days later. I went to a pastor in Pretoria. He prayed for me. As he shouted, come out, the lights went off. The eggs I had hidden under the bed exploded on their own. The pastor vomited white foam and collapsed. They took him to a hospital. He never woke up. I was banned from the church. I started trying to wean myself off the rituals, fed the snake only 3 times a day, but it was a bad idea. It showed up while I was driving. On the dashboard, I crashed into a tree. The paramedics say they found me unconscious with a boiled egg in my mouth. I'm writing this from a room in Soweto. I sold everything. I sleep with no eye open. I haven't touched a woman in 8 months. When I go to Pick n Pay and buy trays of eggs, people think I'm running a spaza. If only they knew. My tongue is swollen. I can no longer eat garlic or onion. They make me bleed. My skin is dry like I'm turning into scales. The snake doesn't want money anymore. It wants blood. I hear it whisper now, "Find a virgin or I'll take your mother." As I'm writing this confession to you, anytime my mother can be taken or she can die if I don't make a plan very quickly. So if there is anyone who knows a sangoma or a prophet who can help me, please help me. Dear listeners, that was our first confession. You can tell us what you think in the comment section. Please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe us for more stories.